I mean, we've been terrified all year, right? So I think my brothers have a right to say that the technology coming from new mom is terrifying because we've basically been terrified all year. Um, yeah, I'm not feeling well. I'm feeling sick. Um, I'm sick of being lethargic, Lissa. I'll put it that way. Great. That's fantastic. Okay. That matters to me so much. All right. Um, because I don't feel good. Okay, and I don't my poopy doesn't feel good. My stomach doesn't feel good. Sorry, that was a little bit provocative for YouTube to say it out loud like that, but it just came out of my mouth. But anyway, yeah, I'm not feeling well. I got to work on getting my DMV things straightened out. My car, I don't have my license. I lost my license, so I got to look into that today. This kind of stuff, uh, always it always makes my stomach churn. Okay, for some reason, I lost my license. I never ever ever lose my license. You guys, I filmed it when I lost my license. Y'all saw how depressed that made me, and for some reason, I never lose my license, guys. I always have it. I told you, I always have it with my cards, and I always keep it with me. And it's like I take care of it very much. And I'm going to check my car today to see if I can find it in my car and, say a prayer. Say a prayer to your Christian God, who's actually my little brother, but say a prayer to the energies that are surround us, to help me find my license. Obviously, I looked for it when I lost it, but I couldn't find it, and so anyway, it just all of it just drives me crazy, and um it always has. I never ever ever lose my license, guys. I always have it in my wallet. I always like make sure I have my stuff because it always makes me feel like this when I lose my license. And y'all saw it because I filmed it, and you saw I was like crying because I lost my license. Like it's like a tiny little thing to like some people. I'm like, it's just a license. And thank you, current Dina, um, whose name is the same as Dina, basically, just backwards. Um, she's doing some recon for me on the issue. I don't know why, guys, but there's just certain like little tiny issues that really make me feel super uncomfortable, and losing my license is one of them. And the last time I lost my license, I never do, like I said, I never do it. I always make sure that I have everything, you know, taken care of, tucked in tight. All right. It's sort of like the oil leak. It's sort of like the oil leak. And it's like losing my car to, an oil, not an oil leak, but not getting my engine oil change. And then the engine season because of it. That's like my very first car, what I did to my very first car. After that, I had PTSD with my oil change. Okay. And was like, I gotta, like, I was very on top of it, is what I'm saying, with my oil changes or whatever, because that caused a lot of PTSD with me in my car. And so this is probably new mom technology. And that's why I'm talking about it and bringing it up for my husbands, because it's making them very uncomfortable as well. This new mom technology, Rion specifically, because he's the one that talks out loud with his mouth and has a spiritual channel, which I told y'all to start. Okay, um, I told y'all to start one last year. So no, because sometimes you don't believe it, right? You don't believe it that people are actually hearing you and hearing your telepathy, and then they're still acting the way that they're acting, and you're just like, is this really happening? And then that makes your stomach very uncomfortable and gives you, like, the heebie jeebies in your stomach or whatever. Sorry, I said the word poop out loud. Anyway, okay, so the last time I lost my license, I was in LA, And that's when I met Dina, and Dina was in my life. And I lost my license at Coachella, which everybody knows about Coachella by now. And I just freaked out about it, and I didn't want to deal with it, and I didn't want to like do anything. And I think it gave me like anxiety and panic attacks losing my license. And Dina, literally, I'm just calling her Dina, literally, because she's my Dina. And it wasn't when I had short black hair, but it was close to then. It was like very close to then. Like the next year, I think, is when I dyed my hair short after, right after Dina. Anyway, so because Dina moved to New York. Okay, guys. Okay, so I told her I lost my license or whatever, and I was like, I don't want to get a new one. I don't want to get a new one. Like I was like freaking out about it, and she was like, okay, Alyssa, it's okay. Like I'll take care of it. And like she went onto the computer. I was like, I don't want to go to the DMV. Like it's too much. Like it's too like triggers my autism. It's like too much. You know, the DMV in LA is like always insane. The lines out the door. It like just triggers my autism like, you know, so bad. And she's like, I think you could just get it online. It's a really easy thing. And let me just look it up for you. And, you know, she looked it up for me. And Alyssa, why are you doing this to us? It's so crazy that I'm literally just sitting here talking about my life story, and I'm seeing a purple shadowy figure say to me, Alyssa, why are you doing this to us? It's like really fucking bizarre and weird. Like I'm literally just sharing my life story to the internet, and they're like having a problem with it. Okay, so Dina looked it up. She was like, here it is. It's just a form. And she's like, just fill it out. And I filled out the form, you know, and she like, we pressed, I think it was like $10 for my license or something. I think she like took my credit card, typed in all my stuff. Like, I think she like did like all of the stuff that was like making me like feel like this. I can't do this. I can't do this. And she just like had me like fill out like my personal information or whatever. She was my best friend at the time. Okay, guys. And we were dating as well. So yeah, so Dina took care of it. Okay. So y'all saw Dina this morning with Mr. Ryan Reynolds. Okay. All right, y'all saw her this morning, okay? It's basically just imagine Kim Kardashian if you want to picture her, okay? It's just another, you know what I mean? I don't need to send you a snapshot of her actual face and whatever, but um because you know what I mean? I don't really want you to dial in like that. I don't really want you to remote view us like that, is what I'm trying to say. I don't want you to get like her like exact face, basically. You know what I mean? Like my face, that's pretty much Ellie, you know, and I'm 50 and Ellie's like 14. So, you know what I'm saying? But Ellie in the video game, obviously. And so anyway, I'm not trying to help you guys figure out what Dina really looks like. And so just picture Kim, okay? Just picture Kim. Like, um, because y'all get so like focused on it. Like, what does Gabe look like? What does Dina look like? What does, you know, Herman look like? You know, Herman looks like Herman Munster, okay? Like, is it like it's any of your business? Anyway, so that's how I get when I lose my license, and that's why I never, ever, ever lose my license. Okay, that's why I always have my shit like taken care of, dialed in, and the fact that I lost my license and I don't have Dina to help me get recoup my license is really driving me crazy and giving me a panic attack, and I'm not joking. It affects me that much for some reason. There's some kind of code, okay, in losing my license that I don't like to look at, and it probably has to do with Last of Us. which is why, because last time, I was about 20 years old, and I had Dina in my life, and that's exactly like Last of Us. She was 20 years old, and she had Dina in her life. It was Last of Us too. Okay, I'm trying to tell you, it made me sick to my stomach just getting my license for some reason. Okay, like, um, probably because I know this shit ain't real. Okay, and so I need like my nice wife to like help me out to do it because I know this shit's not real. And it's like, I don't know, there's got to be some kind of fighting against me if I lose my license, right? That we're like, it's like probably an indication that we're falling. What happened after that? I think I got into a fight with my roommate, but I don't know how shortly after, when, or whatever, but we definitely got into a fight. I got into a fight with my best friend John, the one that I said that I'm married to, and we're married in different bodies, and we sent out food poisoning, in that dream or whatever, because we had a messy ass kitchen. They're probably not doing it consciously. They're probably just messy people, you know what I mean? But the energy's sending it out through the 99% empty space. Okay, so not everything is physical. So I got to pay my bills, and it's all Elissa, and that's why it's looking shady as fuck. Okay, and so I guess when I lose my license, it's a reminder to me that y'all are looking shady as fuck because it's all Elissa, and I didn't know that consciously back then when I was 20 years old. But guess what? I knew it. You know what I mean? I knew everything was God, or I knew everything was Elissa, and so it like drives me crazy every time I got to do something called paperwork or something like that because it's all Elissa, and that means I need to be taken care of, okay? Because it's all my goddamn energy. Dina's got the codes, okay? She showed up in my dreams the other day. She showed up sitting right here. Dina's got the codes for getting me my license back, okay? So she should be allowed over my house to literally help me with this shit, and I'm not joking. I shouldn't have to do this shit on my own. Y'all are making me do this shit on my own, and I never asked for that. I never asked to do this shit on my own, and I never asked to hold myself again. Okay? I guess they're robots. I don't know. People that, it's like, I don't know, guys. Like, they really didn't, though. They really didn't. It's really a brand new thing. I swear to God, it is. It's a brand new thing. It's a brand new thing. People change, and then you're just like, I never met this person before. You know what I mean? Um, so, it's like, I got my friends on the loudspeaker who are Ryan Reynolds Incorporated talking to me and saying, he was like, can you please picture a rental uh, truck, moving truck coming over to your house to come and pick you up with all your stuff? And so I pictured it. And then I saw him get into a wrestling match with a neighbor across the street. And I was like, what is happening? What is that all about? So that's obviously fighting back or whatever. That's obviously giving me tons of anxiety. And Ryan Reynolds is in my ear. Like, this is real, Elissa. That is real. Okay. I want you to look at that and know that that picture is real and that picture is actually happening. Okay. Because we have 3Ders who are saying that shit's not happening and it's kind of wiping. It's sort of like the Mayflower. The ships that are coming over is sort of like when the ships come over and the Native Americans, the Indians, they didn't see the ships coming over because they had to like they only had like one person that could see the ships or something because it wasn't registered. They've never seen a ship before in their life, so it wasn't registering on their eyeballs. Sort of like that, you guys heard that story about Thanksgiving and the Mayflower? Okay, so yeah, I don't want to demonetize you or anything, but there's nothing there. I know y'all think you're getting in trouble and stuff, but I don't want to demonetize you or anything, but or blow your little head right off your skull. But you know what? There's nothing there. At least that's what I heard. That's what I heard down the grapevine. I didn't know. See, that's what me and Ra were talking about the other day. For some reason, me talking out loud has made people think that they are top spiritual advisors and occultists out of nowhere. Just me talking about this for a year has made all of the normal people of the world think that they are think that they're ascended masters. They really think they're ascended masters. They probably got like one or two codes that we don't have, and it literally is making them feel like they're ascended masters, and they're just condescending as shit about it. About the one or two codes that they have that are making us lose our guts, so to say. Okay, but it's like I don't know why you think that because I'm explaining it to you uh, all year long exactly how it works. Okay, so I'll blow your minds. All right. Yesterday I took a walk, took my walk of the day because I got to focus on getting my license and getting my things in order and whatever. So I was having obviously a panic attack. Um, and you know, is she trying to embarrass Rion with that one? Yes, she is. And she said, when Rion was like, it was actually Richard Madden, but he's like, I can marry myself. And she was like, oh, yeah, baby. Marrying yourself. Yeah. Yeah, love that. You know how they get like that? And it's just like, like, it's not sexy to do that. Okay. I don't know why you think that's sexy. And it's not flirtatious. And it's actually the opposite. It's like revolting. It's like revolting when somebody says like something like romantic about themselves or whatever is trying to correct you, and then like all of a sudden you're just like you're like acting like y'all are in bed out of nowhere. I want you to stop doing that because it's illegal. Okay. All right. So you know what I'm saying. Leave Richard Madden alone. Leave this Mr. Hot Piece of the decade alone. Just leave him alone. Okay, that's not what he's saying, and you know that, and you're trying to make him feel uncomfortable, right? Okay, you just leave him alone. I'm laughing because it's like I'm talking to my friends over walls, and it's how we act when we're together. And we basically say the same things to each other. Like, why do they do that? They just need to leave us alone. Like, we like say stuff like that. So I'm laughing at myself, but I'm literally like talking to my friends. Um, so anyway, yeah, we just got a hell of a lot darker and a hell of a lot sweeter with that one. With this video, it's very dark and it's very sweet. Okay, y'all ain't going in the right direction. That's why new mom's coming online. She says she's 2 years ahead of me. She's like she kept coming online all year, and she was like, Alyssa, it is you. It is literally you from the future. It's like about 2 years. It's about 2 years. She kept saying like it's not that far in the future, Alyssa. Is not that far in the future, Alyssa. Okay, and is about 2 years in the future. So it's 2025. So that's 2027. Okay, that's the 2027 drips that have been coming in all year, and she's here. I feel like I just literally broke my neck. Um, is she Palladian? Is that why? Um, because my neck hump. I literally just feel like this gigantic spore cavity in the back of my head is about to explode with little bug infestation coming out of the back of my head or something. Like it just feels like this gigantic air pocket bubble that's about to fill up with bugs from space. And larvae from space is about to be crawling out the back of my head or something like that. That's what it feels like. Does that gross you out? Um, so anyway, you know what I mean? They can just like numb you. You know, they're so powerful. You know, I think we I don't know. I'm laughing with Melina, so that means I'm reptilian. So I'm not because I was started laughing with Goldie Hawn and Co. this morning, and that's exactly what we did last year, literally to a T. We laughed with Goldie Hawn and Co. at the end of the year last year when I became Goldie Hawn for a day and Rione became Kirk Douglas, literally out of nowhere. And and he was like, y'all see the fucking uh hoops I gotta jump through to sleep with my goddamn wife because of y'all. And he was talking about me, okay? And I mean, I literally became Goldie Hawn for the day. I mean, y'all saw the shape shifting all year long, so you saw my face shape shifting and stuff like that all year long. But I woke up and my face looked like Goldie Hawn's. It was bloated, and I was screaming to Rion over walls, "Oh my God, I'm 65 and I look like Goldie Hawn, Rion." Because I think we were Goldie Hawn and Kirk Douglas the night before, and we were sort of sitting in front of a doorway, in front of a closet door or something that had a mirror on it, something like that. And like I closed the mirror, and I knew I was Goldie Hawn, and I was looking at the mirror image, and the mirror image was Kirk Douglas. I think that's her husband's name, Kurt Douglas. Now it keeps, oh my God, is it switching back and forth? I was like, it's not Kurt Douglas, it's Kirk Douglas. And now I'm like, no, it's not Kirk Douglas, it's Kurt Douglas. Holy shit. So anyway, that was the dream from last year. Okay. And we were basically laughing with Goldie Hawn and Co. last year at the end of last year. And I'm sitting here in my bed, and for some reason they came up in my head and we all started laughing. We're like, here we are again. And we all started laughing. Here we are again, another year, the same fucking thing, the same fucking panic attacks. You know, we know we're all in on it. And it's like, I know I have friends, but like for some reason, my friends aren't allowed to show up and like literally help move me out today because I'm pretty sure they would. And that's why Goldie Hawn and Kirk Douglas showed up, you know, in spirit because they're thinking about it. Because it happens in spirit first, it's subtle at first. And I'll blow y'all minds with this Jennifer Lawrence dream, but in a second. But I'm just saying, you know, I'm psychic, I'm intuitive. Everybody's psychic and intuitive. Like we used to just be like, oh yeah, that's crazy. I just thought of that. You know what I mean? That's normal. That's normal to be like, oh yeah, I just thought about Goldie Hawn and like her coming and picking me up with the team. and moving me out. And then like you get a call, and then my dad, I come downstairs with my dad. Hey, this is weird, but I think you got some friends in Hollywood, and Goldie Hawn actually wants to come over and help me move out, and like being like all happy for me, and being like, is that a wish come true for you, Liz? You know what I mean? I mean, obviously not at this point, but it's obviously a step in the right direction because I'm 45 and I want to get married. But anyway, um, yeah, that's usually how my life would go. Exactly like I would lose my license. It's a great example of losing my license at Coachella and having a panic attack, a literal panic attack about it, and literally being dating the queen who is not afraid to procure another license from the internet. Okay, what they're saying is that I have autism. Okay, I have autism. That's what they're literally trying to say. I have autism. Okay, and it's like y'all are like forcing me to do these things. It's just, it's like I don't know, like I think they have this thing called high functioning autism, right? And it's like I had high functioning autism. It's like I forced myself, to have this high functioning autism most of my life. And it's like the autism is like backlashing back for favor, and it's like becoming, and obviously I've had anxiety and panic attacks my entire life, and I never kept that a secret from anybody. I was just like to everybody, I was like, I have anxiety and panic attacks. And then they started using that against me at Hasbro. Can you believe that? They were like making fun of me because I had anxiety and panic attacks. How can you make fun of people for having mental health disorders? Y'all are crazy. Y'all are sick in the head. Okay. Um, Y'all should be like, I think she's having panic attacks and anxieties. Maybe we should help her. Maybe we should help her feel supported in this office instead of being like, she has anxiety and panic attacks. She ain't fit for the job. I don't think she's fit for anything. Like they didn't say that, They're saying, oh, she's so pretty, like it was just making fun of me because I was pretty. Like it was causing me panic attacks and anxiety. Okay. At Hasbro. Okay. So anyway, her claim to fame is in the doll institution. Catherine Demuse on the mic today. Okay, that's also a Lyran. She's a Lyran mother. She is also a machine elf, and she's most known for her machine elf role. Okay, Miss Catherine Demuse, but she's clearly a Lyran. Look at her. She's a Lyran AF, and she's probably Palladian too. And yeah, there's a lot of men on the proclivities phone this morning. But anyway, so maybe, so y'all are flipping out, or are you okay? Or oh, it's Jude. I forgot to mention Jude. I guess I don't even know, guys. Apparently, I had a son with Brandon Lee, and another timeline, they looks one molecule off of Timothy Chalamet. I don't know because I never met the guy and I never saw him on social media, so he could look like his mama. He could look 100% like his mama, like me. But anyway, apparently I had a child with Brandon Lee, and we named him Jude, which I don't think I would name my son Jude. It'd probably be Judas, and he's going by Jude in that timeline to protect him, probably to protect himself. If I had a child, I'd probably name him Jude. I would name him. I wouldn't. It's not like, oh, I would probably name my son Judas, but it's like that Jude. No, I would name my son Judas. You know what I'm saying, like that. Lucifer's, I probably already named. The first son was probably named Lucifer or something like that, or we're starting subtly, so we're naming him Judas. I don't know. Because I don't like the name Jude. I have a nephew named Jude, and I was like, I don't like that name. But anyway, I kind of like it now. Isn't that always how that happens? I have another nephew. Um, I didn't like a lot of my nephew's names really. but then like you get to know the nephew and you're like, I love him, and the name suits him. The name suits him. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. Um, so anyway, the girls are starting to look crazy. The girls are starting to look crazy. Super angular faces. Like their faces are like triangles and their eyes are like this, and they're super angular like this. It doesn't look like a bad facelift. I mean, that's what they're saying. They're like, oh, maybe that's a bad facelift or something, but it looks alien AF. It looks crazy AF. It looks like a crazy ass gray. Like a gray you do not want to fuck with. That's what a lot of the women, I'm just noticing on social media, a lot of the women are just looking like that overnight. Literally overnight, okay? And I had a realization about last year. I'm trying to keep myself calm, okay? I'm trying to keep myself calm is what I'm trying to do. Um, because I have a protective father in the room, so I'm just trying to keep myself calm as fuck because these bills ain't gonna pay themselves, okay? So new Melina looks more like, remember I said I picked up my Predator piece. Specifically what I meant was, because sometimes I don't explain things and I feel like you guys are like thinking about it and talking about it. Is she agreeing with this? And maybe that's good that I'm sort of gaslighting y'all and not explaining it, because that's what y'all did to me for years and years there. So um maybe that's not a big deal. But anyway, I said I picked up my Predator piece. I think I said it. I said it's a reptilian piece, Melina. This voice, okay? You could just see my teeth for a second. This Melina. That's what I mean by Predator piece. I mean a reptilian. Predator and reptilian are the same and synonymous to me in my world. And that we saw a new mom in Space Codes, and she looks like a predator, like the movie Predator. She looks like that, but like a hot ass, badass bitch female version of Predator. And doesn't he have like all that crazy ass technology? Like he's like a beast. I kind of love Predator, guys, to be honest with you. And then my dad, Brandon Lee, is getting the alien from Alien Codes, like the alien suit. Okay, so it's, Predator versus Alien. You know what I mean? Like, but at least I'm playing with my dad, basically. Like I'm playing with Brandon. Um, I know what she means. She doesn't have to explain it. Please don't explain it, Elissa. That's those time codes that you have in your hand when you're on your walk. Yeah, because to me it's like really cool. But I love Predator, guys. I fucking love Predator. Like maybe I'll watch a Predator movie today. Um, okay, so okay, so so Predator. Right. So anyway, I think we're watching Andromeda fill in, and I think Predator is from Andromeda, because Andromeda is an entire galaxy, Andromeda galaxy. I think Andromeda solar system, Andromeda galaxy. I think it's Andromeda galaxy, and because it's the Milky Way galaxy, right? And it's just our solar system, which is like our 9 planets or whatever it is. And y'all can't even make these 9 planets organic because y'all are just like sex, Elissa. Okay, we ain't speaking the same language. Okay, so anyway, um, I'm just like figuring out in my head. We have the solar system, we have the Milky Way galaxy, and then we have the Andromedan galaxy. Okay, and so reptilians are the closest DNA aliens that we have to mammalian humans. Humans, okay, and then we have the Palladians, which is also close to reptilians, but the reptilians are, I think they're like literally from this planet because they're from inner Earth. There's definitely reptilians that are from inner Earth and Antarctica, and they're actually reptilian DNA, like actually reptilians. So I think it's like an ancient human. We probably see them as dinosaurs, but you know what I'm saying? So this that is the closest alien uh that we have to this planet Earth. It would be reptilians, and that's why I am so gung ho on people accepting their reptilian ancestors. Okay, so you start to not get confused by your visitors at night. Okay, and sometimes during the day, right? And it's not depending on how bad you are, because sometimes you get reptilian. Because why would you know what I mean? Like, do you go visit your grandma when you're bad? No. So you want to see your dad during the day too. So it's okay to see your reptilian dad, during the day. But anyway, I think the world is listening in about that and is starting to accept their reptilian ancestors. It's sort of like saying like, we all come from an African American background or something like that, and it's like being accepting of that. I know that's like a myth or a theory, and I'm not sure. And I'm not talking about humans. I'm not like a really like big human thing. So anyway, except to kind of help y'all and save y'all and make your lives better and not worse. And so okay, so yeah, so anyway, going up to Andromeda is predator pieces. I believe that they're from Andromeda, and that's probably where Alien from the movie Alien is from as well, because he does look Andromeda and he just looks like scary AF. And obviously the normal Andromedans that we talked about, and then there was the um, like the blue alien that says she's super consciousness, and Alex said that he thinks, and I'm stuttering, that means it's coming. Um, that uh I think when I pause and I start staring into space, I think that's when it's coming for me. But when my husband stutters, that's when it's coming. So anyway, because you guys, I'm like, uh, what was I saying? Literally right in the middle of a sentence. Okay, so they're from Andromeda. My predator piece she looks like a badass bitch. She looks cool as fuck. She doesn't look corny AF. Like, I know what they would do. Like, they would do like those little tiny camisole tops with the leopard print and the lace, and have like the low cut jeans and a big old belt, like classic 2000s woman, but like have her look, but predator with dreads. And because I think like predator has sort of like dreadlock type of thing, um like that. But she looked cool as fuck. She didn't look like that. I don't, it's so hard to describe things when you see the real things in space codes, because it's not comparable to Earth images. Like, it's not comparable to like a Bratz doll, but like made into a predator, which is like what you would think of when with what I'm describing. But it's like, imagine taking mommy's creations, my creations, and you see them in your head and you're just like, this is my creation and I'm going to make money from it. You know what I mean? Like, isn't planet Earth disgusting? It's like a disgusting ass place to live just right there. And it was fine. It's fine as long as y'all let me go to Goldie Hawn's house when she wants to come and pick me up, because I like hanging out with that family. But y'all don't let me go to Goldie Hawn's house anymore. So that's why, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm Princess from Space. I shouldn't have to struggle like this. Y'all are making me very agitated. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. There's not two. There's only one. There's two. There's two. Okay, Krista and I talking yesterday. There's two people, but anyway, so okay, so anyway, Predator has a bunch of cool technologies. Okay, have you ever watched the movies? Predator's got like, because it just looks like a sort of like a beast, like a beast, right? Like that can just like rip people to shreds just by being a beast or with a gun or whatever. Like sort of like Alien, is what I'm trying to say. And like, but he's like an alien and a human with alien technology. Okay, and that would be terrifying. That would be terrifying to a very simple human being, right? Or that would be terrifying to someone who's just starting off on their occult journey, or just starting off on their exploring their alien selves, or the pockets of the universe, called the demon pockets of the universe that they heard from Elissa when Max posted it years and years ago, 15 years ago. And all of a sudden, they're Tartarian master, and they're blessed to be here. And they're just so lucky to like have friends like you guys. And it's just so funny, like learning about this stuff. And I just love being the flavor of the week around here. And, I heard her talking about Men in Black, and then all of a sudden I became a Men in Black. And I just think I'm the hottest shit in the world. You know what I mean? Like that. It's like that, like you hear it, or like, it's real. And then you start taking it seriously because you see like Brandon Lee, like, with me or whatever. Anyway, I forgot about the Jennifer Lawrence dream. Okay. So, and it's like that. It's like insulting. It's insulting to us. Okay? It's insulting. And so yeah, so the new mom is the Predator piece that I speak of. Yes. I got it. She looks cool as fuck. And she has like, anyway, I was taking a walk yesterday because I have to do 3D things, which drives me insane. And I was doing this thing with my hand, and Alex was like, "Look at the thing you're doing with your hand." He's like, "That's your new mom's technology." Like he's like, "You're recoding the whole universe with this new technology. No, it ain't gonna look like a dorky ass bitch. It's gonna look like me." Okay, have you ever seen my Melina piece? She's still blonde and she looks cool as fuck. Okay, like I'm half Asian, whatever. Like so. Anyway, that's why I'm so pretty. That's why I'm so pretty, y'all, because I'm the happy I speak of. So anyway, I'm doing it right now. I'm showing y'all what it looks like, right? And it's like easy right now because I'm like speaking out loud and I'm not paying attention to it. But Alex kept like driving my attention to it, and I can't do it consciously. So I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm doing it subconsciously right now. I'm doing it with awareness, but I'm doing it subconsciously. If you want to get into the semantics of this shit, so I'm aware of it coming through the pipes, but I'm not completely aware of it as to where I can draw out the entire map and show you how to use it. This is the technology that came through last year, right? So this technology came to me when I was in Kenosha at the end of last year in Kenosha, and it came to me in light codes. This map, okay? So that's technology from last year, and that Ryan loves. Ryan loves this map. I can't wait to just be like, here you go. Okay, so yeah, so it's like a map that or something that I'm recoding, or it's like a okay, it's like a transceiver, it's like a transponder. So what I'm seeing is I'm recoding like a map, all right, but it's also like a language. It's also like a light language, like this is the way I'm speaking. This is like a sign language basically, but it's like alien predator language. Okay, so it has like multiple purposes, but it's just like in my hand or whatever. So anyway, that's a new mom technology, and that'll start coming on stronger. It's subtle at first. So like I was just taking walks and I was just like doing this with my hand and calling it stimming from my autism. It's stemming. It is stemming from my autism. And so yeah, so let me look up Predator. I fucking love Predator. Did you guys see I didn't like it as a kid. Look how cool he looks. Oh, it's a buy or rent. Oh yeah, he's got the like the bio read meter. But look how fucking cool he looks, right? He definitely looks African American. Um, you know, look at that cool face. See, this is one ugly motherfucker, and I look at that face and I'm like, wow, you are beautiful. You are something else. Look at that beautiful face you got there. You know, I love Predator, guys. There's a female Predator, so she looks more badass bitch than that. But that's a good the female Yauja, I guess that's what she's called. She's got a big old cranial thing going on. She didn't have that. She had like a very cool braids, sort of half pulled back. She looked cool AF. I told you, it's like if you can see things in space, it looks so much cooler than the Earth 3D realm. And once you get a taste for it, you don't want anything else. There's not like literally, there's like nothing else you want. Of course, you want like a nice relationship and stuff like that. It's not saying that you don't want a nice relationship, but it's just yeah, I fucking love Predator, man. And I love him for his technology. And he happens to look cool as fuck as well. And look at these AIs making that's definitely AI. Making AIs making trailers. God damn it, my fucking words. That's definitely part of my autism as well. Predator Badlands presented by Elle Fanning at CinemaCon. She in Predator Badlands. Prometheus is also really good. I wonder if that fool's from Andromeda. He's like a humanoid from Andromeda. I think all of those, I think that makes sense. There's like all of those, like that whole genre. They're probably all Andromedans. Because I was like, Andromeda is a galaxy. It's not just the no one will save you aliens. There's got to be other aliens from there. Do you think it's where the Deep Space Nine aliens are from? It would make sense, I guess, wouldn't it? It seems a little bit off when I say it, but it makes sense physically. It's like one of those things I want to agree with and say, yes, that's where Deep Space Nine is from, but it's like, I feel like on that map, Andromeda is like up here, up and to the left, and Deep Space Nine is down and to the right. So it's probably a different galaxy. But maybe there's something similar to. So Deep Space Nine is where the mantids are from. You can say what you know what I mean. There are people who are probably like mantids are from wherever, and it happens to be our galaxy or whatever. But for me personally, mantids are from the lower right. The lower right. Okay, so yeah, pray. Okay, pray. It's called pray. All right, and y'all had to join in. Okay, and you had to choose prey or predator, right? And some of y'all chose prey. And so anyway, that movie Prey is really fucking good. It's about Native American encounter with the predator. Saying that this shit goes backwards, and I guess we know that. You know what I mean? It's different when you experience it. Like when I went to World War II and I saw Christian Bale with literally a walking talking doll, And I was like, there's no fucking way, bro, that this shit goes backwards to World War II. We already did this. Why are we doing this again? There's no fucking way y'all have these fucking codes in yourself and y'all keep wanting to go towards World War III. There's no way, bro. You know what I mean? And so did they ever come back home? This is what happened to the survivors of Predator 2010 movie. Did they ever come back home? It's starring what's his name? I never took the time to watch Predator movies, but I watched them as a kid, and I watched the Prey one, and you know what I mean. You think I would be like, oh my god, I love Predator movies. Let me watch all of the because Adrian Brody, and it's like you think a guy would be like, let me watch all the Predator movies. But I thought of it today, but it's buy or rent, so I can't watch them today. But you would think I would have done that because I loved Prey. But for some reason, I didn't even think about it then. But now, because you know why? Now, because I'm becoming a new mom and she's a predator, I want to watch them um, to see my technology. That's what I want to look into to see if they have the hand thing and see if it's on, you know what I mean? To see if it's on there. And yeah, yeah, I love Predator, dude. I fucking love Alien as well. He's a badass bitch. But yeah, see, I keep seeing my husband become alien because you know, we're so sick of it down here. So it's like, why not escalate it to the aliens and become full embodied predators called aliens, you know? Because predators obviously not from planet Earth. Um, I just can't think. I feel like it filled with Christmas yesterday. I feel like my life and my world filled with Christmas yesterday. And um, it felt warm and cozy and subtle. The support and the love that I felt all around me. Um, I know I said I couldn't sleep last night. Not last night, the night before, and I had space codes or whatever, and I had some traumatic events happen. And like events happen. Well, I did, but I had traumatic space codes come in that made me very upset. And and I think that's why Christmas sort of filled the room yesterday, and I felt, even though I had to do some 3D stuff, I felt physically supported by the Christmas codes. You know what I mean? The Christmas spirit. You guys know the Christmas spirit where you feel completely supported um, by Christmas, and it's just everything is warm and light, and you know what I mean? It's like things are on easy mode. You're around friends and family. You're all happy. There's a lot of support all around you. You're getting caught up with each other. It felt like that yesterday. I know I was having a panic attack when I was talking to you, and I didn't talk to you guys for that long or whatever. But like I'm saying, when I had to do my 3D stuff because I had to start yesterday, it felt like warm. And so there's two versions of that yesterday of the occurrences that occurred yesterday. So there's two versions. So there's a split again. We're splitting again, right? And that's what I mean, Goldie Hawn and Co. Kirk Russell or Kirk Douglas. Okay, it's not Kirk Douglas. It is Kurt Russell. Okay. Wow, that's so funny. I said Kurt. It's so funny. I was walking outside when I remembered his name, and I was like Kurt Russell, and then they're like, "It's not Kurt, it's Kirk." And then I kept going back and forth in my head. Is it Kurt or is it Kirk? Okay, it's Kurt. And there he is as a older version. I couldn't think of it. I kept calling him Chris Pine. because he looks. I mean, they look like identical twins, Chris Pine and Kurt. Oh my God, Kurt Russell. So anyway, look at Goldie. She's so cute. But you know what I mean. If you're waking up looking like a 24-year-old model every day, and then you wake up all of a sudden look like a 65-year-old housewife, um, it can freak you out. Um, okay, Uncle Teddy's about to die. Good for you, Uncle Teddy. All right. Um, Look at how cute she is. I love her. You know, doesn't he look like a nice man, Mr. Kurt Russell? Keep wanting to call him Kirk Douglas now. I think my dad mentioned Kirk Douglas one time, and oh, look how cute she is. They've been together forever. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. Wow, how cute she looks. Anyway, oh my God. Kurt Russell reveals dark gifts he and Val Kilmer gave each other. So y'all are listening in because Val Kilmer intended to give us his gifts back at his time of death. And we probably had a panic attack. Um, anyway, we're like, oh, there's a half naked woman. Let's click on the video. 13 million. Looking for the Zaza in Miami Instagram. So anyway, yeah, there's two sides to every coin, right? But so there's two codes coming in from yesterday. There's two codes coming in from yesterday, and um, it's sort of like the negative side is fighting the positive side or whatever, and they're realizing they're the same side, I guess. But which is quite the epiphany. You know what I mean? It's quite the epiphany when you think about it, that we're both going the same way. Marjorie Taylor Greene and AOC are both going the same way. That's a code that we got from last time, and it calmed us down quite a bit. Okay? So keep appreciating yourself as a video game, and it's a story, but that's a code that calmed us down from last time. Like, oh, we don't got to worry about AOC and Marjorie Taylor Greene fighting it out every day because they're both going the same way. Because you know that it's just like when you get into the individual structure of the political system, if you've ever tried to do that, it's quite the panic attack. You know, who's going to win this year, Marjorie or AOC? I don't know. You know, um, so it's like they're both going the same way, so it calms you down quite a bit when you realize it. It really calms you down quite a bit. And so that's why I'm working on staying calm, and I'm working on staying in the moment. And but anyway, so yeah, there's Christmas codes coming in from yesterday that to wrap yourself in the Christmas spirit, if I wasn't clear, to wrap yourself in the Christmas spirit at will. And that's the spirit of generosity, the spirit of caring, the spirit of enabling each other to do their best in their normal so-called 3D life. The ability to believe in the best of that person's ability and spirit, to it's like it's the day that you take care of the homeless, isn't it? Isn't it? The Christmas day, right? Obviously Thanksgiving too and stuff like that, but and obviously people like me usually, go and take care of the homeless people all year long. At least I used to when I lived in LA. I also worked in Compton. I don't know why they're mentioning that, but I did work in Compton. No, I just took I was like, oh, yeah, I worked in Compton as an art teacher for children. And how special was that for me? I loved it. Is what I did. And y'all want me to be kind of racist and say I had a bunch of little Kristas around me. And I heard that, and so I laughed. But I had a lot of very sweet children in that classroom, and I really enjoyed my time in Compton as a teacher, as an art teacher, and I also enjoyed my time feeding the homeless in Los Angeles. Okay, what happened in Compton is the guy that owns the place, he hit on me. He hit on me like pretty quickly. Okay, he hit on me pretty quickly, and I was like, I got to get out of here. You know what I mean? I'm not here to, you know, people usually treat me very fairly, and they usually don't make me uncomfortable in situations like that because it's for the good of the people. Especially if you're doing like a charity type thing like that. It's like, even if you have like, player, we'll just say qualities to you, it's like you keep it 100 because of the situation and like stuff like that. But so that would like caught me by surprise. But it was when the space codes were going crazy as well, so also didn't really caught me by surprise because we were still, I mean, obviously I was trying to shift gears because everybody, that's when everybody was going crazy with that whole period, 2016 to 2022, 23, whatever it was, I don't remember. But so that's why I took that position. But you know, space codes weren't just for me, they were for him too. And he was getting hit hard as well, is what I'm trying to say. And because he's probably saying the same exact thing. That's not really in my character to do that, even if I do have a reputation for dating ladies. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, yeah, Aleister Crowley's a man for the people. Yeah, yeah, actually, yeah, Aleister Crowley is a big fan of mine. Obviously, he would be a big fan of Moonchild's. I mean, who the fuck am I? But he, yeah, during the last time Space Codes came in, Aleister Crowley was with me a lot in my dreams. He was with me a lot, and he's a very nice man. He's an occultist, guys. I'm the princess from space. Like, I don't know, you're a little bit outnumbered and a little bit out of your league, but I don't know how many times I have to say that. Enjoy watching Predator. Why don't you go watch Predator and see if you can hang on? Like, there's nothing terrifying in this game. So I don't know what your problem is. You know what I mean? So yeah, I fucking love it. Alien versus Predator. Predator history on Predator history on Earth. Yeah, it's fucking rad, isn't it? Director Paul W.S. Look at that shit. That's fucking rad as fuck. It has like two predators standing on top of the pyramids with spaceships around the pyramids, and it looks like Sendid. So there's two types of pyramids, and I don't know if Rion ever talked about this or if I made that up. But there's two types of pyramids, and there's three types, but there's the Giza pyramid, and then there's one that's like tighter like this, and then there's the one with steps. And the one with steps is a transponder, and the Giza pyramid is a transceiver. Okay. And I think the tighter one would be like a tighter laser, like a more concentrated. It's like a more concentrated juice for the tighter pyramid, and the Giza pyramid is like a more um, average, easily accepted space code feeling. But the tighter one's like, you know what I mean? It's like the Lyran one, probably. The tighter pyramid is probably the Lyran pyramid because it's sort of like a direct hit, like a is sort of like a lightning bolt, if you will. And we talked about that a long time ago. And here we go again. If I got to get hit with another lightning bolt, are you fucking kidding me, guys? Um, but I don't mind getting my Predator piece. You know what I mean? That's what we're trying to say. It's like a game that goes the same way. And so there's obviously negative Christmas codes that came in yesterday. Those are the obvious ones, and the subtle ones are the subtle ones are the Christmas spirit of light, the Dina codes, and I don't think Dina's a Christian. Sort of like the Dina codes or whatever. Um, it's like the helpful spirit of Christmas. I want to call it the helpful spirit of Christmas came and helped yesterday. Okay, the helpful spirit of Christmas came and helped yesterday, and I felt it helped to diminish my panic attack. Okay, so I didn't even get to the dream yet. Okay, so the dream is yeah, Ralph Smart. He's probably got a Predator piece that's coming in because y'all just saw him. Let's not ignore it. Let's talk about it out loud with our mouth, okay? We all saw it. It was Ralph Smart. You know him, you love him. And he's probably got a Predator piece coming in, okay? So and I mean Predator the alien, okay? So he to protect himself, okay? So because y'all are pushing us that hard. Y'all are pushing us that dang hard, all right? So before it was just like Star Wars, you know, it was just like space lasers and like space guns and like Star Wars and like, you know, weird alien from Deep Space Nine or whatever. And like, okay. And daddy be like, yes, I'm Brandon Lee. Okay, daddy, it's Brandon. Okay. Yes, go ahead, shoot me. You know, I'm going to eat your face off. Okay. Boom. You know what I mean? Like that was how my father was like practicing with me, Brandon Lee. Like he's like that. Now it's like Predator versus Alien, and he's going to be in here with this big old alien suit, barely fit into the room, and you know, is a daddy. Anyway, that's how I play my game with my dad. Okay, and y'all can play your game with your dad. However, oh, it's the hottest dad ever. Y'all sound pathetic as fuck. Okay, somebody make that tarot card for me, please. We got decrepit. Somebody made a decrepit tarot card. How is that? Y'all are listening to us. Y'all are listening over walls to me and Rion speak. Y'all made a decrepit tarot card. I wish I had tarot cards. Y'all know how upset Rion gets. And the frequency of the week is decrepit. Decrepit. Okay, it says here that your body is decomposing at rapid pace. And if you do not respect the zombies of the game, it will increase the decrepitness of the game. So anyway, did it work, Rion? They're like, the whole game is just Elissa and her brother. And we couldn't stop laughing about it for years. Oh my god, you guys are still in space probably. But anyway, decrepit. So, yeah, we need a pathetic card. We clearly need a pathetic card. Um, the frequency of the week is what's another word we like? Pathetic, decrepit. I know that there's like a few more, but I can't think of them right now. Um, I'm Ellie, obviously. Um, 911 situation. What's your emergency? Okay, so yeah, I gotta respect the princess, or the pattern's gonna keep patterning. Blow our minds, princess. Not just you and your brother now. Anyway, oh my God. So, because we're like, would you do that? Because I wouldn't. Um, yeah, so bros are like, let's respect the process and just like go with it. You know what I mean? Well, I guess this is what she wants me to do. I mean, this is what showed up at my front door, so let's just go for it. I don't have like a fear and foreboding with this or anything. So anyway, okay, so you guys, my dreams are getting closer and closer. I told you guys my new mom is from 2 years from now, is the 2027. She's from 2027. I've done this before, so I have a lot less panic attacks, but I obviously still have panic attacks when you guys aren't listening to me. It gives me a huge panic attack when you guys aren't listening to me because I'm just like, oh my God, like, what is wrong with you guys that you want to do this again? It's such torture. And um, I'm feeling a little less Christmas spirit today, but I haven't really done anything yet except talk to you guys. But it's like more like, I'm just like, you guys, what are you doing? Like, you guys don't want to do this again. You don't want to do this again. Like, don't be this insane. Don't be this crazy. And that's why, like, I woke up and I put Gigi, me, Alex, and Ryan in bed with me, just like laying next to me because I'm because we're all terrified because we know how powerful this shit is. And we're just like laying there, like, is this really about to happen? Is this really about to happen? Like, this cannot be like about to happen. You know what I mean? And, so, it's like, it's like, yeah, I'm like my stomach's hurting, like just thinking about it. My stomach is hurting just thinking about it. So, like, why is your neighbor putting you in a chokehold, Ryan Reynolds? Like, what's happening? Like, what is going on with this world? Like, so anyway, new mom is calming me down, quite a bit, and she is terrifying you guys, which is great, um, because it's freaking me out the way that humanity is treating me right now is really freaking me the fuck out. So my predator piece is actual predator, you know, um, my predator alien piece is calming me down. And she's from 2027 and she had to come backwards and give me codes because you guys, like, she can't believe how you guys are acting as well. So, yeah, she's been coming through like all year and she's been laughing. She's been laughing literally all year long. And like, she literally can't stop laughing. And I'm just like, why are you laughing? How are you laughing at this? Like, this is terrifying. And she's like, Alyssa, I really find it really funny. And it's literally me. It's just me 2 years from now, baby. You know what I'm saying? So she's coming through the pipelines and giving me codes as needed. And I don't know why. I'm just like, fill me in now. You know what I mean? But it's probably like, um, does she need space to breathe, or, you know, is space not visible from here for a reason, or, um, let's just keep going in this direction and pretend we don't hear anything about this or whatever. So, anyway, I took a walk yesterday. Jennifer Lawrence was with me. She was in my suit with me. We were walking as one. She was starting to come out the back of me. Sometimes they come out of the back of me and they face the opposite direction. And she was like talking to the people behind me. And so I was walking with Jen Lawrence. And I went to bed last night. And what I'm saying is time is catching up to itself. I went to bed last night and I had a dream that I was taking that same walk and I was walking with Jennifer Lawrence in her suit as two people like this. And we were walking, taking our walk together. And that obviously calmed me way down. And I was like, oh, that's where the people get confused, because that is not actually a dream. That's a transponded memory response, okay, to not being able to comprehend what, I think this is new mom coming in, but not being able to comprehend what they're seeing with Jennifer Lawrence coming out of the back of me. Um, and so they memory infuse it to be two separate characters walking together. And they're like, because remember last year, they're like, is Brandon Lee living with you in your apartment, like, or Jason Momoa? And they couldn't decide whether he was actually there embodied or not. And I was like, I don't really, he was a ghost. Like, I don't really know what you mean. And Jennifer Lawrence was with me yesterday walking. But to me, she was coming out of my back, which is Mars technology. Okay. So I'm a portal and you can jump through me. And so Jennifer Lawrence was protecting me and coming through the back of me. And then I had the dream where I want to say it's an updated memory or it's an implanted memory um, to what they remember. And it's me and Jen taking a walk by the river together. And so that new mom who was talking to me yesterday, because I was talking to her like a lady out there by the river or whatever, that new mom probably has a new memory because they're trying to rechannel what I'm saying, and I don't like it when they do that because it's always like rewrite codes of stuff that I don't like. It's usually stuff I don't agree with. That's how I know if they're channeling, and it's like they want me to say this like so bad, but I don't want to say it because it's usually wrong. And because I've done this before, I've done this for 10 years. So I've done this method for 10 years. So anyway, uh, she probably has the memory of me walking with Jennifer Lawrence yesterday by the river because she was talking to me yesterday. And if I talk to her, she'll probably be like, no, you're with your wife or your friend, um, Jennifer Lawrence, yesterday. And Elissa loves badass alien pieces. Let's start their class today. Gigi's like, what should we talk about today? So, yeah, and you guys love to be badass bitches in the 3D, and it goes like this when you guys do that to us. Like it's definitely like this, okay? Um, so, so yeah, there's people trapped in 2027 that want to come forward, but can't come forward yet because we don't have aligning time codes to walk in and help each other. So we're still doing it over walls, um, because that's the technology that's caught up to the time period, if that makes sense. Oh, and I did have dancing Victorian people. You know when you see Victorian ghosts, like a Victorian dance hall, it's like a Victorian dance, but it's like ghosts. It's like that's like a known like thing. Anyways, like Victorian dancers in the backyard. This is a Victorian house. Um, during that period, this is from the Victorian era, I believe. It's from the 1800s, and they like all showed up and like had a Victorian ball. And then I went to the Victorian ball that night, and I believe it was like vampire-esque. Um, but yeah, this house was a Victorian. The Victorian people have been like coming through also all year, and they're people and aliens called vampires or lower Palladians. So there's obviously like a few different pieces coming through. There's also Scarlett Johansson who has the infinity codes, um, which is like the organic drawing through space and time, which keeps popping the uh, Photoshop files on Earth, which means she won the Infinity War. And what did Marvel show? Did Marvel show that Scarlet won the Infinity War? No, they never show that I win. Like, did they show that Gogo won and Kill Bill? Nope. Did they show that she won previously in Battle Royale? The same woman. It's just literally the same exact actress. I always get her name wrong. I don't know. Chakra. Anyway, um, so I always call her Gogo, and I love the name Gogo. So anyway, Gogo won in Battle Royale. Gogo won in Kill Bill. She's shown that she lost both. Kim Kardashian also won in Battle Royale. They showed that she lost. They showed that People Out of Line won that video game. So, yeah, it's sort of like time catching up to time, I guess. And time is starting to catch up to time. And that's why 2027 is bleeding through. Yeah. Hi, baby. Hello, my baby. Sorry. Look at the baby. I love him. He likes fruit. I think it's his grandmom's vape. The only person in the world is Jennifer Lawrence, guys. I was wrong. I was totally wrong. I'm not God. I'm not God, guys. It's just Jennifer Lawrence. Okay? I said that if I found out that I was wrong, I would let you guys know. Because you just heard Kate Hudson. She said, Elissa, we're about to embarrass you on the world stage and you need to stop now. Okay? You need to stop talking right now. The only person in the world is my mom, Goldie Hawn, and you and I both know it. Okay? So I corrected myself. That's not a problem. Jennifer Lawrence and Goldie Hawn are literally the same person. Okay? Um, so anyway, because there's this level where you only see yourself and it's 1D. Okay, guys, and I literally hate it there. And maybe the only person in the world is Danny. My friend from work, who looks like she's probably getting new codes with just those words. Maybe she does it every year. Maybe she's made with it. Maybe she does it every year. Maybe she's born with it. I mean, right? Anyway, so I'm excited for my predator piece. I am trying to stay positive. I'm trying to stay in the moment. I'm trying to focus on what's going well with the world. I don't feel the Christmas spirit, so I do feel a lot of pain and anxiety in doing 3D stuff today, maybe because it's Sunday and I'm not supposed to think about it today and I'm supposed to sort of relax today or something like that. The next piece that I got was to look at my bank account and check that I am okay, a-okay there. Which I did not get that. My next thing was to check the website and order a new license and look for my license today, and that's what I planned on doing today. So that's what I mean by them overriding me and literally telling me what to do in my own video game. Okay, and this is probably a new mom code that I'm not aware of, but I'm doing something with, right? Because it seems like a dial that I'm like changing the technology there. While doing that, because I am not being ordered to look at my bank account today. I am ordered to, it comes from within, and I'm ordered to think about my license today because that's the next step of in deliberation, and then go forward from there. And I'm getting like, I feel like so sick to my fucking stomach, even talking about my license and my bank account, guys. I'm not kidding. Okay, so we are on the precipice of Last of Us. And, if you think this is my will, go back. That's why I made 300 videos for you this year. It's not my will to go down in Last of Us in a negative spawning manner and to cause pain and strife on the earth in a chaotic manner. That is not my will. Okay. And I have guided you to a nice political stance, and I will guide you to the rest. Elissa, and I need you to shut up right now. I need you to shut up right now. Okay, so there she is. There's one of my new moms. Okay. Um. Anyway, so, um, that's when I will start to be like holding myself. It's like it's always like women that like I don't concur with, and that I have to like hold myself with. It's like I literally have to take over their vessel, basically. That's how this, because I hold myself because it's only Elissa. So I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start taking over her vessel and show you which one is the real one. Okay. So we've never done this before. We've never done this before, Solara, ever. We've literally never done this before, Solara. We literally have never heard of you before, and we don't like hearing you over the loudspeaker, Elissa. Let me just say that right now. Thank you very much. Um, and yes, you can see what a pain in the butt the general public can be, okay, to deal with. And I do need help from my friends. Because they think they have a time code or something, and they think so they make them an ascended master. Okay, and that's what we're talking about. That's what gets us so on our nerves. So anyway, the codes are catching up to themselves, is what I'm trying to say. If my dream is starting to match my reality, does that make sense? How time is catching up to itself? Obviously, that's very interesting to Gigi, okay? And that's why I wanted to emphasize that again, because you probably didn't catch it because I'm rambling about a bunch of different stuff and codes or whatever coming in, and I sort of have a panic attack. But okay, Trish, I heard you. Thank you. Um, so, um, so my dreams are usually somewhere else in a faraway land called Last of Us, which will never occur on Earth, or, where have my dreams been lately? Married to Hayden Christensen, which will never happen on Earth, in the most beautiful kitchen I've ever seen in my entire life. Um, married to Colin. You know, we have a different style. It's very JFK in Maryland. Okay, it's a little bit different than like farmhouse that I have with Hayden. Um, you know, Princess from Space is allowed to stand up for herself. Okay, so there you go. There's Obama. So there, that's where we are right now, and it's starting to apocalypse in my head. It's starting to apocalypse in my head. Okay, starting to apocalypse in my head. Okay, decrepit was the card, guys, of the week. Okay, stay focused. Stay focused. You were right, Luke. You were right. Okay, so yeah, I'm so excited about the codes catching up to themselves. Isn't that exciting, guys? Look how I feel when you say that, Alyssa. And then as I simultaneously try to stay calm and say have faith out loud with my mouth. Because as if we didn't hear that. And she's literally burning in hyaluronic acid as we speak. There's bright orange skies going on right now. I can see it just for a flash. I can see it just for a microdosing second of my life. The entire sky is just bright orange for just literally 1 second of my life. I just love it so much. Fuck yeah. I'm like 1 second of unconditional love. Fucking love it. It's my video game. So anyway, and then like it'll happen next year and it'll be like fake Alyssa and fake Jen and we'll be like, what? What? Did anybody watch the Wicked interviews or was it just me and Jen? It was literally just me and Jen that watched the Wicked interviews, wasn't it? So anyway, yeah, my dreams are catching up to reality, and it's a very big deal. Okay, so that never really happens where there's just like time shiftings into itself, where it's like I take a walk with Jen. It always correlates, but it's always like a place different place on the map. You know what I mean? Like it's like future Earth. Like it's obviously future Earth, and I'm like I'm going to future Earth, and it's rebuilding organically, and it's me, Asamu, the Slender Man, and a bunch of very beautiful women named Natalie Portman. I don't know why I keep saying Natalie Portman. It just comes out. But anyway, Natalie, forgive me, please, that I used your name like all year. Please forgive me. But I don't know why it just comes out. But it's anybody, you know, it can just be anyway. But there was just like a bunch of um, beautiful women. You know what I mean? Most beautiful women I've ever met in my life. Can't wait to get married. Anyway, so now it's yellow. Yep, now it's yellow, guys. It's yellow. It's yellow when I say can't wait to get married, Natalie Portman. Yeah, it's yellow. Wow. I gotta blink to see the space codes. Me, Alyssa. I actually gotta like blink. Love that for me. Love that for me, you guys. That's like what I'm here for to like kind of struggle to like see my space. Like You are about to be so embarrassed, Elissa. Why is that? See what I mean? You guys are starting to see. There it is. As soon as you do that, you put me in the simulation. Okay. Anybody else frustrated, or is it just me? Is it just me? So it's like so frustrating. It's new mom technology. Stay calm. It's new mom technology. Okay. Yeah, it's terrifying. It is literally terrifying. Okay, so is that why Jeej was so terrified the last couple of years? It's so funny, right? Like I look at her videos now and I'm like, she doesn't look that terrified anymore. She looks super chill. She looks super calm, composed, coiffed in the hair, coiffed in the face. Nice, normal, natural look. You know what I'm saying? Um, but when I first revisited her, she looked like this. You know what I mean? So it obviously changed. I want to say the timelines maybe changed. I want to say the timelines maybe were cleared. Since I'm such a super occultist now, I know exactly what I'm doing. Definitely not trying to take my mom's job or anything. So, which is why Trish is praying to literal God, me, Elissa, right now. And I obviously heard that. And and I said, Trish, I will be right over with my trash can from space. So I guess she's about to feel like a doll again and she's like not excited about it. So yeah, new mom technology. She's laughing. Anyway, I just thought it was exciting that my dream lined up with reality, physical, metaphysical, with new memories of the overlay of Jennifer Lawrence, because I'm always right. It's sort of like I'm deleting all of the misnomer. There was a lot of new moms, a lot of them, the Predator piece, a lot. And there's a lot of them that are out of line. And so it's like all of this new mom technology is like it's basically like cleaning out the Predator pieces that are out of line or whatever, because you're not really allowed to like terrify me and Alex in my own game. And that is why, I'm asking you guys not to be subtle and to be obvious and just say Alyssa's God and get it over with. And let me see, Alyssa's God. It looks normal. I don't see anything. Oh, maybe a little orange. Orange is yellow. It's like a Last of Us over unconditional love Mars overlay when you say Alyssa's God, if you need me to explain it. Um, this is a long broadcast, but I guess I have a lot to say. So anyway, it's a lot of like, you know, um, there it is. Like that's why I'm like losing my shit. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like literally losing my shit because like that wasn't like the agreement. So it's like, um, it's like I gotta look for a place for her to live and I'm not doing it. And like I'm gonna wonder what's gonna happen instead. That's what I mean, that I can't stay in the moment, and I get angry at Elissa because she is told to stay in the moment by her dads, and I'm not held by space and um, being told to stay in the moment by my dads, and I find that's unfair. And that's unfitting from the real princess, is what I'm getting from the peanut gallery. Um, so, um, so yeah, so is telepathy real? You know what I mean? It's like, um, that's why time's catching up to itself. Okay, that's why time's catching up to itself. Um, it's called decrepit. The frequency of the week, the card of the week is called decrepit. Okay, guys. Yeah, that would correlate, wouldn't it? Okay, so they're like, this new mom technology is terrifying. Like, why would we say stuff like this? You know, why would we do stuff like this? And I have to laugh at it. And I have to keep going back to the fact that it's my video game and that I'm in control here and that we had a double-edged sword come in yesterday. And I have to keep going back to yesterday. And that's part of new tech mom technology. Okay. So it's like I dial it back to yesterday. And then I feel the Christmas codes come in and then I feel warm and sweet and safe and supported like I would during Christmas. That's how Christmas was in my family. If it wasn't like that for you in your family, then it's probably called something else. Okay. Um, so that's what it's called in my family because Christmas was the best time here. So anyway, yeah, so it's like dial it back, feeling yesterday's codes. Right now it's not working because somebody's playing with my device and they're unauthorized to use it. Um, and so they're making me have a panic attack and making me feel like I'm going to shit my pants because I'm in a specific body that is listening in, that is unauthorized to use this predator technology. And that's what it feels like when you're out of line and you're doing things against your own will and you're doing things out of protocol and you're doing things against the higher self and you're doing things that you're unauthorized to do, which Rion just spoke about. But it should be fairly obvious, when you're doing things that are against your will because you don't feel good about it. Okay. And that's actually consistent with me, but there is a code for that. Okay. And that's why some of the people in my life are intending to give me that code back to code it so that I can be my own Dina, even though I don't want to be my own Dina, but so that I can be my own Dina and, get it done. And if that makes sense. Okay. So Rion already told you how to call your higher self. Trish just called her. Okay. And, yeah, they move around quite frequently, don't they? So, Trish just was told to find a new place to live because she's you now. And she was like, but we move around quite frequently, don't we? And they do not, obviously. Clearly, they don't move anywhere. They live in a gorgeous house in Malibu. But Trish has been traveling a lot lately. So that might be why she's traveling a lot lately to stay in line with herself. So, yeah. So there is a me and a you, Alyssa. And I want you to take it back that it's just me. So, so is reporting us getting us anywhere in life? Let's think about it. Yeah. I think it's gotten us lots of places in life, like Paris and London, Cape Town. I think it's gotten us to San Diego, um, London. Did I say London? So, yeah, I think I forgot what I forgot what I even said. Is Last of Us getting us anywhere? Yes, Last of Us is getting us anywhere. So anyway, respect to the zombies, or it's gonna be Lyran Protocol, I want to say. So respect the zombies, or it's gonna be Lyran Protocol, and Lyran Protocol. We clearly want it to be nice and easygoing with the reptilians, but it's like the reptilians called out for help this year, and or reptilians and the Palladians called out for help this year, and so it includes all aliens, and now it's including, upper galaxy aliens like Predator and Alien, and I guess we haven't named a lot of those aliens yet since their name is Predator and Alien, right? It's literally noun and verb, you know. So I want to say you're doing great listening to your Milky Way galaxy alien pieces, and I'm just so excited for the frequencies of Andromeda that are, starting to drop in. They're clearly from 2027. It's 2025. It's dropping in a little bit earlier because of my daughter's wishes. And so um, let's find out, shall we? I mean, I never fought a real life alien in my life, Elissa, so I feel like I might be out of my league a tiny bit and kind of want to stay back in ancient Egypt where I feel familiar, and I kind of don't want to go forward with this experiment. And we're like, okay, women of the US government, for chiming in with your comments. Really appreciate that. I just kind of want to stay nice and tidy in ancient Egypt. That's where I'm from, as my arms heat up as I'm saying that. And that's, I think, why we went over There's One Will in the Universe. It's sort of like two left feet. Sort of like two left feet. Sort of like that. So yeah, I'm going to be looking for my license today, even though I really literally hate doing things by myself. I mean, there's got to be at least one person out there that likes me and wants to be my friend and like, take care of me for a little while. There's literally got to be at least one person in the entire world who would think that this hideous face is semi-attractive enough to just kind of be around, with, and, because that's how you're treating me. That's how you're treating me. So like I'm just like not attractive. I've never been through this before. I've definitely been through this before. Or I'm just like, what is it? Like, because I'm like aging? Like I don't. There's like women that are aging that like look at Pamela Anderson, for example. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's definitely not. It can't be aging. Like what's wrong? Do I stink? I stink, guys? Like, did I change overnight? Like, what is it? Like that you can't even like help me like move anymore? Like, what is that? That's like so weird. Yeah, I definitely noticed. I definitely noticed the change in my life. No friend group, you know what I mean? No friend group. I'm just like, Jer Bear, can you buy me a box of cigarettes? Like, let's get this cracking. I need to crack a lack and I need to smoke a box of cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I'm just gonna get you a box of Marlboro Reds. All right, let's just try to do it in this time. Let's just take it seriously, Liz, okay? It's like they hear us, right? And then they're like, no, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to get off of the struggle bus. Leave us in ancient Egypt while y'all go gallivanting. Now you're like, we'll just stay here in ancient Egypt. We got used to it, Liz. It's okay. We got used to ancient Egypt. We're very used to it. It's okay. You can go right ahead. Y'all calling Andromeda down. Did y'all hear it that Andromeda's going to overlay on the Milky Way? Of course, Gigi, my star student, is like, yes, I did hear that. All right, I got to go take my dog for a walk. Anyway, something for you to think about, right? Something for you to think about.